Meet Woznow, a master of invasions, a builder of followership, and a streamer who proves you can win, even when gravity wins first. On Get to Know Your Streamer, let's get into it. Woznow, thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure, my friend. How are you?
Amazing. Like, I don't even remember how I got to meet you. It may have been from another fellow streamer that maybe shouted you out or something like that.
That's the thing. In the
I am
community,
actually very thankful that I got to see you.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I find like the way to network through streaming is just you get to know this streamer, then they recommend another streamer, and literally we all just end up passing each other along, and we make some friends along the way.
So introduce yourself. How would you like your viewers to hear your introduction pitch?
My name is Woznow. I'm a West Coast Canadian. Began streaming maybe a couple years ago now. Basically built the entire platform off of Soulsborne content. I'm huge into Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Sekiro, Elden Ring. Basically, as soon as Elden Ring dropped, that was when I started to lock in. I was like, I need to share my experience. I'm a god gamer. I am the guy. So like, I felt I was like, you know what? This is my time to actually sort of look into this online space and start sharing my experiences, because the Soulsborne games are something I'm so passionate about, and I know I'm not the only one. So I knew that as soon as I jump into this online space, I'm gonna find some like-minded individuals.
You found me, for damn sure.
Yeah, exactly.
You did. You're not just an invader, you're a gym warrior too. I feel like your bench press is just a prep for your PvP fights. Like,
100%. The way I look at it, it's just like, hey, I want to be able to kick your ass in game and in real life. So it's I look after myself in the gym, outside the gym. It's a huge one of my hobbies is to like actually train myself. I'm a skateboarder, I rock climb, I'm a runner, like I want to get into swimming. I'm a multifaceted man.
Hell yeah. Thank you for sharing that. My rock climber? Like,
yep, like literally like 2 blocks from my gym is a rock climbing gym. It's fantastic.
Like, I've only seen some of these rock climbing videos on my feeds, and I'm like, oh my god, like I bet I could pull that off, but it's going to take me years to do it.
And believe me, like I've been at it for maybe a year or so now, and like it is still a humbling experience. I'm a heavy guy. Like it's one of those things where packing on all that muscle at the gym isn't always going to equate to being able to lift yourself up a wall on holds that are as long as your first knuckle. Like it doesn't translate one
really
to one.
Like
oh damn. There is some like, you're barely getting a couple fingers on there.
That to me feels horrifying. Like
there's definitely a barrier to entry almost, but it's one of those things, once you kind of get through those first hurdles, it's a extremely satisfying sport. And like it's one of those things too where you don't gotta really go anywhere. Like you got your walls, and you just kind of work your way up the scales. Like believe me, I'm still in that like bottom third of the difficulty progression. But oh man, but I'm inspired when I see those folks that are like dinoing across them all. I'm like I yearn for that day when I can confident to do that.
Oh, you know what? If you keep on going at it, maybe you'll take a video of it. And you're gonna make a video of yourself just crossing a dino. Is that what it's called?
Absolutely.
Like a sequence of
Dinoing is like when you actually when you leap from a rock. Like, because there's actually like the actual act of like climbing, like bouldering, but dinoing is when you actually like leave the wall and grab onto another one.
Oh,
like
you gotta film some of that. You gotta film some
advanced level stuff. Yes.
You started rock climbing and just getting way deep into that. You discovered that you're also a god PvPer in Soulsborne games. What was your life like when you originally first started streaming? When you first hit that go live button, how were you feeling when you started that journey? This journey?
Believe me, like it was, as someone who never really engaged with Twitch until I was the one live streaming, I kind of went into it with just like the broadest perspective, like mindset. Like I had no idea what I was getting into. I figured, hey, I'm gonna be streaming to 0 people, and we'll see what happens. But all I basically did was like, I basically built my entire ground base with Elden Ring PvP. I would name my character twitch.tv/Woznow and enter into a duel with someone. And whether the duel went well or terribly, sometimes they would literally see my name, go to their browser, open me up, and go, hey dude, GG's. Or, hey, you suck, never play this game again. So, and I
Ooh, the get goods. Oh,
yeah, right? Yeah,
get good, son. Oh, that's pain.
The FromSoft community can either flip-flop between being the most kind-hearted, welcoming individuals, or those that will literally never make you want to pick at the game up ever again. There's no in-between.
What is your best description for how you feel your community could be like described? What is your community like?
Like-minded individuals. I think, like I said, the Soulsborne community especially are passionate. Like, especially with the fact that, like, before Elden Ring, FromSoft was still a fairly niche company. Like, when you look at, like, as they progressed from Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, 3, Bloodborne, like, they were picking up traction, but the jump, the leaps and bounds from, like, say, Dark Souls 3 to Elden Ring, that was widespread, mainspread appeal, and that's when it kind of, like, opened the floodgates. But seeing how, before Elden Ring, everyone was so diehard about it, everyone was so passionate, and if you look at, like, any sort of other media sites like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, there's so much content about the lore, the gameplay, the fundamentals of these games, and I'm like, I need to find my people. Because in real life, I don't get to talk about Elden Ring PvP. I don't get that, whereas I'm so passionate about it, and in an online space, I found that. I found my people.
You absolutely did. I was watching a few of your VODs, and dang, I'm going to try to see if we can pull up a couple of VODs here where, you know, just we see a get good possibly pop up.
Nothing makes me happier.
So that was my next question, is when people started popping in, you know, get good or good game and whatnot, how were your first feelings about when you noticed a viewer would just kind of pop in and still cheer you on? And as a matter of fact, there's a few followers that you gain repeatedly because people are seeing this and going through this with you. How does that feel for the first time?
It feels great. Like, again, I never engaged with this online space until I was doing it myself. And again, I didn't really have many people in my real life who played Dark Souls, especially the PvP. So, like, there was never anyone to congratulate me, to pat me on the back, to give me a little kiss on the forehead kind of thing. So having someone drop into my chat and give me that figurative kiss on the forehead, I was like, oh, my heart, the validation. It's like, it's love I had never experienced. And now I can experience it on the daily.
Like, I gotta process this just a little bit. Like,
it's otherworldly.
Say you get through a Dynamite stream, you get 20, 30, 40 may be pushing it.
On a good day.
Responses back after you've been fighting, you've been winning, you've been losing. How do you take that energy into your daily life? And does it actually end up changing how you deal with your daily life from time to time?
I'd say it's almost kind of the opposite, where, like, it doesn't affect my daily life, because, like, whether I have someone coming in saying good game or go delete this game right now, never play again, I just know at the end of the day, it's a video game. Because I do find some people, they'll take it to its extreme, and they will make that, like, the centerfold of their personality, of their day-to-day life. Like, I've had people have their days ruined by these games, and I'm like, that's unfortunate. I hope that wouldn't be the case. These games like inspire me. They make me feel good. Like, gaming in general does that. Like, it doesn't have to be the Soulsborne titles, but, like, because those games are all about overcoming adversity, failing 700 times just to succeed once. And like that's how I look at I do look at my life that way. It's like, hey, you know what, today wasn't the best day, but as long as I have a good day tomorrow or the next day or next week, that can make it all worth it.
That is a level of insight I do not hear often. To say,
I do a lot of self-introspection.
Thank you for bringing that to the table a bit. Like,
of course,
showing it a little bit and then just good.
yeah. I'll spread some humble pie.
Do you have any rituals before you ever start streaming or after streaming? Do you have a ritual that kind of gets you into it or helps you come out of it?
Because I'm a morning streamer, I'm usually streaming within about 1 hour of the moment my eyes open. So generally the first thing I'm doing is I'm getting some food in me because I know I'm locking in for 4 to 7 hours. So generally I'm waking up and I'm making a high protein breakfast, getting at least 2 of these in me, a couple blender bottles of water, and getting myself situated. More of my ritual comes after the stream because I'm either doing one of 2 things. I've either got the evening off, doesn't happen often, where I can actually go for a nice long walk, because again, sitting in a chair for 4 to 7 hours ain't good for you. So any opportunity I have to like go and just move, motion's lotion kind of thing, I will take advantage of it. Other than that though, I normally go straight to work.
Okay, that's a very level-headed routine right there. I haven't heard any weird routines of like, well, I mean, honestly, I don't know how open people would be to revealing any like quirky routines.
Yeah,
so
right.
I wonder if Get to Know Your Streamer is ever going to see that in people. I don't know.
I'm sorry I'm not weird enough. I'll try harder.
You are a perfect fellow. Keep on being who you are.
You.
Like,
of course.
Keeping on being who you are. We run into some difficult bouts of hubris.
Oh yeah.
And this next clip I'm going to show it's called Dark Orb. If you want to go look on Woz's page, but I call it Confidence is a Buff until it isn't.
Oh, wholeheartedly. This is literally when those moments where complacency takes over.
Absolutely. So we're gonna go ahead and watch that right now, and then Woz, if you want to give us some banter on that. After the clip, we'll go ahead and
of course
add that in.
Of course. Yeah, it's definitely one of those instances where this is a very common occurrence in the Souls series where you feel like you've got everything under control. Everything's going your way. Everything is just splendid and dear. Until you miss one key detail, in this case being an elevator shaft. And with each cast of Dark Orb, your player character inches forward until said disaster. So, hence the clip. Yeah, clips like those are like they happen quite, especially watching first-time players in these games. Oh, there's nothing I enjoy more than knowing what's around said corner and watching the complacency wash over them as they walk headfirst into a trap.
So, traps. Sometimes life can be a trap. Sometimes like, oh, everything's just too hot in this room. Is it too cold in this room? Are my feet okay? Like, things can be a trap, whatever that looks like, right? So this next clip is a clip where you have a fan at one point in time.
Oh yeah,
and you demonstrate peak streamer engineering. Was this a daily ritual of yours?
During the summer, which will be approaching here shortly here, it gets bloody hot. It gets warm. Let's not kid ourselves. And while I'm streaming, I don't want to have a fan anywhere near my microphone. My microphone's right here next to me, so I don't want to have air rushing over it. So what I do is I have the fan under my
I'm
desk.
gonna try and turn
It's
on
under my desk, blowing at my
I have a
legs,
fan
and because
that
it's
I
on the
literally keep
floor,
down between my legs,
might collect some dust.
and I have to
So
keep
it doesn't
on it
work
every single
at
time.
its peak efficiency. So from time to time, I have to go ahead and grab it
Like, you see how it's not
and
spinning?
give it some encouragement, let's just say. So hence why we have to do some mechanical engineering, let's just say.
I've always
just hit it until it
let's go deep Hollywood here just a little bit. Russian engineering. Hit it with
Yo.
wrench. Like
Absolutely.
the dang thing's broken. Fix it. Like
Engineer Woznow over here. Oh, it's so good.
Oh, that was good. I did not see that one coming. Fantastic.
Yes.
So I imagine one day you had to get rid of the fan.
Oh, it still exists. It still does.
Oh.
It's an emergency fan. It's an emergency one.
It's an emergency fan.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I do have another one over there, and I actually have another one on the other side of my room. So at least I've got some air circulating kind of all around me, but having the one right next to my legs, oh, peak in the summertime. Peak.
Sometimes you have moments in an Elden Ring PvP fight where this couldn't have been better. It almost seems engineered. Woz, you do not exude the notion of, hey, I'm gonna force someone to DC when I want them to DC. You don't have that you don't exude that with me. So I'm going to
I want to make sure my opponent's having a good time. I do not want them to feel the need to have to leave the arena entirely just because I showed up.
So in this next clip, we aren't sure if they left immediately or Miyazaki has just said, nah, this fight's over. This fight's over. We're gonna roll that clip right now.
Yeah, it always surprises me when I see let's call it the fragility of man. When the fight doesn't go the way they want, they take orders into their own hands. Yeah, and in this particular case, as soon as that parry lands, they hit that Alt F4 key as quick as they could before I was even actually able to land the finishing blow.
I can only assume that. It was just too timely to see it.
They had that on hotkey. Like, that was like, bam! Like, instant. Yeah, I was impressed. I was like, that's unheard of.
I have never had that chance, that moment ever cross my path.
That was the most
It's always been, maybe you're trying to pursue an enemy fighter,
That was the most
and
powerful
they just
parry
end up
I've ever done in
gone.
my life.
Yeah.
Most of the time, that's the way it is.
Yeah, often enough, you'll see them it takes them almost a moment to process. Like, they'll be running away being like, okay, how am I going to beat this guy? Until they decide, I can't. And so as they're running, they hit the Alt F4. So the fact that man got I parried him that one time, and he decided, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
It reminds me of we doom scroll, we go through it, and
Absolutely.
Whenever I see someone saying, hey, I finally managed to not be killed by Melania, and they'd be fighting Melania, it'll be like phase 2, and suddenly you see Melania rise up, getting ready for that waterfowl dance.
Oh, absolutely.
And all of a sudden you see the player quickly Alt F4, quit out immediately.
Oh yeah, it's like, and I'm not dealing with that. I know, I always love the realization, like, again, watching someone's first playthrough, when they don't realize that some of these bosses have multiple phases. Like, hey, in some cases, third secret phase. That always shakes people.
It's so awesome.
Oh yeah, that's what I live for. Like, now that I am a Twitch streamer, I actively look out those that are doing their first playthroughs to engage with and be like, oh, you sweet summer child, if only you knew.
I wonder if you've done this a couple of times. I am absolutely doing this just to get my hands back into Elden Ring from time to time. because I'm usually video editing and Stardew Valley on stream and things like
Of
that.
course.
We're doing other stuff. And I'll find individuals with low or no viewer counts on Twitch and just say, hey, are you having a hard time over here? Can I come join you?
Yeah.
And
Amazing.
I'm not even good at Elden Ring, but I can be a person who can take some shots. I'm the legendary tank guy. I will drink the is it the perfumer's potion that turns you into lead? Like you just
the iron jar aromatic.
That's the one. That's the one. And so I'll just be there taking the shots while the host is just getting after it. And that's how I help just a little bit.
100%. And they, no doubt, they appreciate it. Again, they've got engagement in their stream and they're making progress in their game. What more could you ask for?
Exactly. And I get to have a little bit of fun with just a stranger from some corner of the internet. And it's worth it.
That was where I began my PvP journey, was by generally being a sunbro and then having to defend my host from invaders until I became one myself.
Yes. Yes. So that is a little bit of behavior that we have going beyond the stream. When we're not streaming, we just want to play some video games and just be there. This is how we extend past it, right?
Wholeheartedly.
So outside of streaming and the gym, what else fires you up right now?
What fires me up outside of the gym and streaming? Right now, I'm actually looking into pursuing further education. I believe that post-secondary education, it's so hugely important. Whether it's something you stick with for the rest of your life or just a couple of years, I think pursuing a skill set that requires genuine dedication is hugely important. When I graduated from I graduated early from high school so that I could go to college before all my other friends, and I took a welding course. I took my C-level welding back in 2013. And absolutely no regrets. I became a journeyman welder at the age of 21, worked in the trade for at least a decade, and no regrets whatsoever. Do I want to do it for the rest of my life? Probably not, but it's a skill, that decade of life building, skill set tuning, I would never change that for the world. And right now, I'm currently looking into pursuing the field of engineering. So that's next on my agenda.
Engineering. And
yes, believe me, we're in the conversation phase. We haven't signed any paperwork yet.
Oh, okay, cool. Yes. Because when we talk, I mean, engineering is actually a broad subject in my perspective. Did you ever think what's the first thing you want to actually work on being an engineer? What's the first thing you dream of crossing your plate?
I think of rockets, I think of airplanes, I think aerospace engineering.
Oh, okay.
My dream career, astronaut. If I could go to space, fly a rocket, just begin to explore the expanse of the universe, that's the dream. So if I can get myself in a position where I'm able to build and understand rockets, who knows, maybe I'll be the one piloting the International Space Station next. We have had a Canadian do it, so it's not out of the question.
Oh yeah. Yep. I mean, have you ever been down to NASA in Texas?
But
you should make that a thing. You should go. It is so good. Their wall of astronauts that they have inside of the facility. I'm pretty sure it was 250 different photos of different groups of astronauts, and it was fantastic to see.
Yeah, I'd be losing my mind. I
totally implore you, go see it. Go see it if you can.
One of my earliest kind of inspirations for that was the fact that in my grandparents' house, they've got these old photographs of moon landings, rocket launches, and my grandfather, when he was a child, he wrote to NASA as a kid, just being how was work today, Mr. Astronaut? Just kind of goofy little kid things. And they actually ended up sending him letters back, like just being like, oh hey, thank you Harry, for just showing interest. And like there's actual like documentation from NASA from my grandfather's childhood that exists at my grandparents' house, and it's like these letters are from NASA, like to my grandfather. That's so cool.
That's awesome. Wow, what a passionate person. You said as a child he was writing these letters, just hi, Mr. Astronaut.
100%. Yeah, exactly. It's like he just wanted to send a letter to NASA. And I guess my great grandparents were probably just like, yeah, sure, let the kid do his thing. So all we gotta do is pay for a stamp.
There was probably some hidden parenting somewhere in there.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
If you could make your dream IRL stream happen tomorrow, your dream IRL stream, what would it be?
I want to be able to take people around with me. Like as an active individual, it's almost hypocritical for me to be sitting in my living room playing video games for 4 hours. But hell, if I could actually have a gaming segment, then a exercise segment, then a longboarding segment, then a meal prepping segment, that would be way more up my alley. We'd have to start getting into the semantics of camera equipment, cables, Wi-Fi, all that, which, I mean, with the help of my community, I'm sure I could get some pointers to get that stuff going.
Well, that is actually really cool.
And like the way I look at it is like I'm kind of in the position to be someone's entertainment and mentor to a degree, because I've heard like a lot of folks tell me, they're like, oh hey Woznow, like I want to start looking into going to the gym. Where would you start? Or, hey, like, here's this amazing meal prep I made, super high in protein. What do you think? And I'm like, thank you for sharing your insights and thoughts. Like, I love the fact that not only are we having common ground in video games, but also the stuff that like really matters, like looking after your physical health. That's huge. So that like brings me so much joy. Yeah, so if I could give back in a sense of being able to do like I said, like take a webcam to the gym, film a workout, go longboarding, go touch some grass. I'm sure a few of us could probably do with a bit of that, and also looking at our meals as well, because gym and the exercise will only get you so far. What you put in your body, that's the key right there.
I have understood what it is like to not follow some of those principles. The story that I have to tell about that is a common story. So many people know about what it takes to eat the right things and be physically active and be strong. The hardest part. Like, you need to be able to take care of yourself. I am having a difficult time trying to segue from this. So we're going to go just take it a new direction.
Of course. That's perfect.
So let's do rapid fire questions.
I like it.
We're going to try to be quick. Sometimes some people are a little semi-automatic. They got to take a second. I get it. But we're going to try to be automatic. All right, favorite Souls boss of all time?
Favorite Souls boss of our Sister Frida.
Damn, that's a good boss.
Oh, so good. Especially now that I've recently done her at level 1. Oh, peak.
Oh my god. I want to watch that again now.
Yes.
I'll try to find the VOD. I probably won't be able to find the VOD.
I've got the original footage.
Oh, sweet. All right, harder fight. Last boss of Dark Souls 3 or the last 30 minutes of leg day?
Oh, leg day? Are you kidding me? That takes the cake. Are you kidding? Leg day for sure. Oh my god, I'm hobbling out of the gym. Sorry, if I'm not hobbling out of the gym, that's a problem.
Hot take on meta builds for Elden Ring. What meta build do you hate fighting against that just keeps on trashing you?
Anything that involves just pressing one button. Like when I see a two-handed thrusting sword and I'm approaching you and it's just R1, 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 R1. I'm like, this is requiring no thought on your end. I'm approaching you to have a nice melee combat, and you're just standing still going R1, 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 R1. Get over it, nerd. Come on, grow up.
Oh my god.
Thrusting sword.
Two-handed.
Be better.
If you could invade any non-Souls game, which one would it be?
Pokemon. I want to make sure people's day is being ruined. Like, if someone could be on their Pokemon journey and I could roll in with my team of level 100s while they're in frickin' Pallet Town, guess what, nerd? You're getting sent home.
I did not see Pokemon coming.
Oh my god, Pokemon Invade. If Pokemon offered an online service where I could just interject myself and because again, in the world of Pokemon, when you lock eyes with a trainer, you're obligated to fight. So if I walk into your world, you and I are fighting, and I'm not going easy. I know my way around competitive Pokemon.
Oh my god, Woz is putting it out there. Like, maybe there's gonna be some Pokemon streams coming up. Not sure. I mean, I haven't seen Pokemon Community in your streams yet. I'm not sure if you have a plan for that yet.
I'm kind of a closeted Pokemon nerd. It's a very down low subject matter. But believe me, literally right next to me is a wall of all the Pokemon GBA games. Like, I own Fire Red, Leaf Green, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, all the DS games physically, complete in box from my childhood. So,
wow, damn, that feels that gets my heart just a little bit. Right?
Oh, it's exciting, right?
Wow. What are some special events you're dreaming about right now that are coming up in the gaming sphere inside of streaming that you would like to try to participate in? Is it going to be maybe Night Rain?
Night Rain's a big one. I as someone who's been with the FromSoft community for a long time, it is the Pandora's box of a conversation, because as much as I'm looking forward to Night Rain, I've got my own opinions. Like, it's not the direction I want to see From Software going in the long run, but I respect them for pivoting for this title. Do I want them to go this way for every game? Absolutely not. The From Software titles are best in a single player with minimal multiplayer integration, like refined experiences. If it's going to be a purely co-op boss rush open world shrinking zone kind of game, not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea, personally.
Right.
But I'm excited. Believe me. Oh, day one, I'm freaking dropping, boys. I'm there. Where are we going? I feel like I will be the one carrying my team.
Oh man, I had a couple of great runs. I had a couple of great runs with Night Rain. I really hope I still have those VODs. If I can find them, I'm gonna put them up in the video here.
I'd love to see those.
I have cleared the Night Lord twice.
Yeah, that three-headed Cerberus kind of boss.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I avoided most of the footage from the beta test.
And that was in the beta test. I cleared it twice.
Yeah.
I almost cleared it a third time. It was one of those moments where we got to the last boss fight before we get to the Night Lord.
Yes.
And we had killed the last boss, and then it was like 7 o'clock and the scheduled beta was turning off.
Yes.
So
that makes sense.
I got cut off, man. I had such a good build. Such good build, man. Like, so,
that's amazing.
Socials. Where can people come talk to you, and where can people come join you?
Discord's the go-to. Woznow's domain. I can make sure to leave a link in the description. But twitch.tv/Woznow's the live stream. I do want to start utilizing TikTok for clips and my Instagram for more IRL stuff. So basically find me with Woznow on most socials. And Woznow's a pretty unique name, so you won't be finding too many others with that one going.
You are the only Woz I know. There is no other.
There we go.
There's no other. I mean, you can.
Yeah,
right.
Ooh.
So thank you, Woz, for bringing some humor, a lot of honesty, and just a smidge of chaos.
Oh, of course. That's what I'm
thank
here
you for doing that.
May chaos take the world.
So I do encourage everybody, hey, follow Woznow. Follow Wreck-It Gaming for more updates on more interviews that are coming up in the future. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'll see you on the next episode. Woz, is there any last things that you want to give?
I just appreciate you guys all hanging out. I'm still fairly new to this whole streaming journey, and believe me, this is a passion of mine, and I can't wait to share more with you guys. I do obviously more than just Soulsborne content. Huge into the Devil May Cry franchise, huge into Pokemon, anime. You want to talk some Bleach? You want to talk some Naruto? I'm your guy. So you want to talk that weeb? You want to talk weeb stuff? You want to talk fitness, gaming, all the above? I'm your guy.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Thank you for being this fella. And thank you for being here. It's been a real pleasure to have this interview with you.
And to meet you as well.